newscasters giving us fake news? What about a fake world, a fake society, a fake government, a fake media? What about fake people? That's what we have here, is thousands and thousands, possibly millions of fake people living amongst us, and they are controlling the media. These people may not be human, at least not 100% human, maybe some kind of hybrid. This is going to be slightly shocking to some people, I believe. We can spot them, not because they have lizard skin or because their eyes change like a reptile, not because of their forked tongue, but because they're secretly and deceptively transgendered. I've come up with a term for this called Illuminati tranny. Now, others on YouTube have discovered this a few years ago. People have been talking about this for a few years, but many of us are still waking up to this, including myself, to the sheer scale and scope of this phenomenon. It's going to sound crazy and unbelievable and shocking. Anchors and hosts, all right, this is their people. This is basically the people who deliver the news to you on TV. You can just tell by the face, these are all a bunch of trannies. No doubt about that. It's more obvious with the female-looking ones. But don't you worry about these men too, man. Wolf Blitzer. Photos from CNN's own website. A young Wolf Blitzer poses for a photo as a little girl. Wolf Blitzer as a little girl. Right there. See it with your own eyes. With his tranny babysitter, okay? This is all in the family. This is their religion. This is their way. There he is again as a little fembot. All right? We don't know everything about these people. But there's something funny. He's got the eyes close together. Very problematic. Classic FTM look. You can see the openly transgendered people have the same exact kind of look to them. Do your research before you condemn me. Look at that guy's waist, man. He's got some female childbearing hips there. And he's telling us who he is and what he is. With that sign, you all know what that means. Oh, Anderson Cooper. The Coopster. Is he a gay man or is he an FTM? That is the question, right? He's got that oval-faced jaw. That concerns me. More of a feminine type of skull. The shape of the skull is quite different on a man and a woman. He does not have a well-defined square jaw. His mother does, however, indicating that his mother, Gloria Vanderbilt, of one of the most powerful Illuminati families in American history, going back to the classic Illuminati bloodlines, Vanderbilts were the richest family in America for a while. And you see young Anderson Cooper as a young girl, along with his sister, who takes the appearance of a boy, but is in fact a girl. They are both girls. Illuminati tranny family runs in the family. So more questions than answers to who these people are and what they're doing. But I know all these female-looking ones are trannies. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. All of them are trannies. And most of these men, as far as I can see, and if I can't see it, they probably still are. It just means I can't see it. Now, this person, I would assume, would be openly transgendered. I mean, you just can't even pull that off. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about... I never watched CNN, so I don't know what the official story is on these people. But it's everywhere, I believe some of them are just regular humans and genetically engineered in utero. So they're basically androgynous or hermaphrodite, before they're even born, and then they just come out that way, genetically engineered more or less. Some of them are transgendered after they're born. They're born male, they change them into a female, vice versa. So there's a wide variety of experiments going on, different breeding programs, and it all relates somehow to the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the kingdom of Satan. These people are agents of the kingdom of Satan, and they came here to deceive us. The danger with this kind of information is people will close their minds to it because it scares them. Look at the comments. I have a lot of great comments. A lot of people agree with me, but I get a lot of very hateful comments. That is a reaction based on fear. I had someone even apologize, saying, man, sorry, man, I was mean to you before. I actually believe you now, I can see it. And they're not believing me. They're seeing it for themselves, thinking about it for themselves. I'm just a guy, man. I was not the first guy to discover this. I'm just trying to communicate the information the best I can. They've been putting trannies in front of us in movies for the last 100 years, even during the silent era. And since the invention of the television, even more so. Richard Quest. Yeah, Richard Quest. Look at these people, man. Some of these you may have seen before, others not so much. I don't really watch this kind of mainstream news myself, but I do see some on YouTube videos. They'll do little news articles. Look at this one, man. Let's get a close-up of that. Whoa. Oh, this guy too, Farid. Look at this guy. Look at this little femboy, man. He's a fembot. Look at the fembot. I've seen that guy before on TV, man. It's just a little girl, man. He's a fembot. Correspondence. Same thing. Now I've seen that one somewhere. Jim Bitter Man. Maybe he didn't want to become an FTM. Oh, look at this one. Pamela Brown. Downtown. There's a chance this guy is an FTM. Yeah, I think I've seen some of these, man. Just nasty. It's just, see what I mean? Just imagine the Twilight Zone music playing. Oh, well, look at that one. I have not seen one. Maybe these could almost pass as female, but we'd have to check into it more, Yeah, we've seen some of these people we know, right? They're all a bunch of trannies, man. And this is just one network. This is just CNN. Turn on the TV. You'll see a bunch of trannies. News, media. I don't care what it is you're watching. Look at that. Classic. They're trying to tell us that's a man. Op man. It's the op man. He's had the operation to become a man. They're telling you right there, right? Pat is the classic name. Remember that Saturday Night Live skit? Pat. Is Pat a man or a woman? They didn't know, right? I forget the name of that skit. Pat. They didn't know. We don't know either. This is Pat right here. Pat, man or a woman. We don't know. But it's a FTM, man. It's a fembot. Programmable fembot. Now here's a bunch of men. Here's a bunch of guys. Eva Perez. Frederica. Maybe some of these guys are real men, but FTMs can look like this too. All right? And these guys, they have that kind of soft face, man. They're just not very masculine looking dudes, are they? Real men, we're kind of rough around the edges, man. And we probably wouldn't make very good TV newscasters because we swear and we cuss and we, we're just kind of, we're not really that sensitive, we're kind of mean. Direct. These people are all kind of nice and friendly and soft and kind. They're a bunch of women, man. A bunch of girly men. And these are a bunch of manly girls. Look at these people, man. Look at that one. FTM right there. No doubt about it. Now, I forget if it's 1984 or Brave New World where they have the Ministry of Truth, which is kind of like the news, I think, in those books. And they just keep revising history. So it's not just the present things they lie to us about. They're lying to us about history. It's not the military-industrial complex. It's the media-industrial complex. Military doesn't do anything. We don't have to fear the military. It's the media that controls everything because they control our mind with the media. And we decide for ourselves to deceive ourselves. They feed us false information and we are actually deceiving ourselves when we believe them. They don't need guns, man, to control us. They just need media. Did the serpent hold a gun to Eve and tell her to eat the fruit? No. He just kind of suggested that maybe God didn't mean what he said. That maybe she should eat the fruit. You might want to try it. It'll be good for you.